Hey guys, this is Page from Vmom.com, and after the OnePlus X back in 2015, OnePlus has again entered the mid-range smartphone segment with the new OnePlus Nord. Well, this right here is the new OnePlus Nord, and I know the reasoning behind the name, the story, but the Nord name still kind of seems a little weird to me. But anyway, that apart, what's new with the OnePlus Nord? Let's talk about it. First up, this is the box you get the phone in, and I think the box looks pretty cool with the whole Nord text. Is just different. Anyway, so in the box you get the 30-watt warp adapter, the USB-C cable, this transparent silicone case, OnePlus and Nord stickers, this Nord welcome letter, some manuals, and obviously this, the OnePlus 5C. I mean the OnePlus Nord. To be honest, this blue color does remind me of the iPhone 5C and the Lumia phones from the past, but I like it. This color makes the OnePlus Nord look different. Anyway, this is a Gorilla Glass 5 back, but unlike the OnePlus 8 or previous OnePlus flagships, this isn't matte glass finish. It's glossy, but it's not a fingerprint magnet, and for a phone that is a mid-ranger, this is a premium looking design. I'll be honest with you, it's not as nice as, say, the flagship OnePlus 8 with its frosted glass design, and that's especially because the frame here seems to be plastic, but apart from that, this should be one of the more premium phones in its price segment. Plus, I like the in-hand feel of the phone because unlike a lot of phones these days, it's not massive. Like other OnePlus phones, it's narrow from the sides, so it fits perfectly in my hands, and it weighs around 185 grams, which means it's not hefty or bulky. I think it's just the right size. Coming to the functionality, the alert slider is here, which is great. There's the USB-C port and the single speaker on the bottom. Now, one thing that's not present here is the headphone jack. I was secretly hoping for it because this is an affordable OnePlus phone, but it's not here, so sad about that. Moving on to the front, the OnePlus Nord features a 6.4-inch AMOLED panel with 90Hz refresh rate, and it's almost bezel-less, and I like it. It has got this bigger punch hole since there are two cameras here, but apart from that, the display here looks pretty nice. I mean, it's the usual AMOLED with popping colors, and thanks to 90Hz, the UI just seems very fluid, including even the live wallpaper. Now, I haven't used the Nord extensively yet, but I did notice that the display might be a tad bit low on the brightness side. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but yeah, I'll be doing a brightness comparison in a full review just to be sure. On the front, you get the in-display fingerprint scanner, which is super fast, and there's also super fast face unlock. So yeah, you're pretty sorted on the unlocking front. Under the hood, the OnePlus Nord, as has been leaked so many times, comes with the Snapdragon 765G chipset with up to 12GB LPDDR4X RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 2.1 storage. Now, the specs here are pretty good for a mid-ranger. I mean, we aren't allowed to show you any benchmarks from the phone, but we know that the 765G is a capable chipset and it's better than 730 or 720G. Having said that, it's no match to the 865 or even the Snapdragon 855 Plus, so we'll see how it compares to other phones in a full review. As for PUBG Mobile, the phone supports HD and high graphics, which is a little strange because I was expecting HDR Ultra Sport. On the software front, the OnePlus Nord comes with OxygenOS 10.5 on top of Android 10, and it's the clean, bloat-free OxygenOS experience that everyone really likes. There's one change though. Instead of OnePlus Phone and Messages apps, you get Google's Phone and Messages app, as you can see. I'm not sure why this changed, but it does not really hamper the experience, so it's fine. As for the issues I talked about in our OxygenOS video, they still remain here. There's still no scheduled dark mode. There's no dark mode toggle. I know the dark mode toggle has arrived in the beta OxygenOS builds, but it's still not here in the stable version. And I was kind of hoping for that with the OnePlus Nord, but yeah, that's not there. Apart from that, OxygenOS is a clean and nice experience, so no complaints. Moving on to the cameras, the Nord brings the same camera setup as the OnePlus 8, which is great really. You get the 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. And you get all the features you expect from the camera app in OnePlus phones. There is one thing missing though, and that's 4K at 60 FPS video recording support. Now, I'll be showing you the camera samples in a review, but it's the OnePlus 8 camera setup, so I'm expecting good results. The front cameras are interesting too. I said cameras because you get a 32 megapixel Sony IMX616 sensor and an 8 megapixel 105-degree ultra-wide sensor. I have been encouraging ultra-wide angle sensors on the front, and I really liked it on the Realme 6 Pro, and I like it here. So yeah, I'm going to test it out extensively in the next few days. Lots of selfies for me. Now, surprisingly, the OnePlus Nord's front camera supports 4K 60 FPS video recording, while the rear camera does not. How strange is that? Lastly, there's the battery. The phone comes with a fairly good 4115 mAh battery, and I really like the fact that there's 30-watt warp charger here, the same charger that you get with the OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro. Now, at the time of shooting this video, we don't know the price of the OnePlus Nord, but I'm expecting it to be around 25K. And at that price, this could be a good deal. I mean, yes, it's still very early days and there's a lot of testing to do, but from the looks of it, the OnePlus Nord brings a lot of promise with it. See, I like the design. The display is AMOLED 90Hz. The cameras are the same as the OnePlus 8, and you get dual selfie cameras. The Android experience is arguably the best you can get, and there's warp charge with a decent battery size. So like I said, promising, but there's a lot to test, ranging from the 765G to the battery life. And yeah, I will be comparing it to other phones once we get to know the price. So if you're planning to buy the OnePlus Nord, I'd suggest you to wait for our full review because it's coming soon. Well, those are my thoughts on the new OnePlus Nord, and as you can see, I've already put in my SIM cards in this phone, and yeah, I'm going to test out every single thing in this phone extensively. So stay tuned for a full review. Also, make sure to comment down any questions that you have on the phone. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to share it with your friends who've been waiting for the mid-range of OnePlus phone. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.